Hello everyone, Manova Collectibles here with yet another Hot Toys unboxing and review video. And today finally we're taking a look at Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home. Guys, a huge shout out to Day One Collectibles for sending me this figure. If you want to get this one or any other Day One releases, make sure you check them out. I put the link in the description below. Also, if you are new to the channel and you want to check out the latest Hot Toys releases, posting videos, figure previews, and now 6-scale and filter videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification icon so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, enough with the talking, let's take a look at this box and the figure. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the packaging, and as you can see we have Mysterio here in the front with the dome and the awesome art box. This is the side of the box with Mysterio and some green and kind of like a purplish color pattern there. This is the bag with all the crescent warnings, small pieces, do not eat it. This is the other side of the box, Mysterio. And last but not least, the bottom, Spider-Man Far From Home, and of course the top, Mysterio MMS 556. Now let me open this up and take a better look at the figure and the accessories. And guys, I have to tell you, I'm so excited to review this figure simply because finally we have a Headsculpt with Mysterio. And I know we've been talking about this in our 6-scale and filter shows and in our Facebook group, so make sure you become a member of the Facebook group. Now you can see we have a bunch of accessories here, and of course the brand new Hot Toys smell. So let me remove the plastic. So this is how you see the figure in the packaging, especially this Headsculpt, which a lot of people were talking about it. Some of them like it, some of them don't. Don't worry, we're gonna take a closer look at all this figure, and that's basically it for the packaging. So now what I'm gonna do next is take everything out and take a closer look at the accessories. Alright guys, so here we have all the accessories, and I'm gonna start with the base. And yes, you're gonna hear me again, I'm not a fan of these bases. I'm honestly thinking Hot Toys should improve this, because honestly they're getting better with the figures, with the articulation, with the Headsculpts. The bases need some love. Come on Hot Toys, listen to us, give us a different base. But other than that, it will do the job. It is a base, right? Now, a couple of things that I like about this figure is this Headsculpt, and yes, I'm one of them. I know I am one of them. I think this Headsculpt looks nice, and this is something that Hot Toys needed to do, but they did it. They did it for us, so why not? You can see the Headsculpt very nicely done in my opinion. I like the profile. It is 100%? Obviously not. You will never find a Headsculpt that is 100%, and that's a fact. But the overall look of this, it is very nice, and I'm very happy with this. You can see the likeness pretty much well done. You can see the paint application, the beard, the hair, everything looks very good in my opinion, which it is a good compliment for this particular figure. Now we have a couple of effects here. This is one of them. This is a triangle shape, very nice green color, kind of like a metallic green if you ask me. Now it is kind of similar to how Doctor Strange accessories are made, you know, with the gap for the fingers, so it doesn't look that bad. Then we have this kind of like a green smoke effect. It is hard plastic, very nicely sculpted, very nicely painted as well. So I'm very happy with this, especially when you do the poses, which by the way guys, stay tuned because we have really good poses that I pull for you guys. And of course, don't forget to like it, because that will tell me that you guys want to see more poses. But anyway, we have the other smoke effect, which does look nice as well. You can see the bottom, hard plastic, so this is kind of durable. Very nice paint application as well. Overall, I'm very happy with these effects. It will complement your figure, especially when you do those awesome poses. Then we have these two accessories here, which it is kind of like you can remove the cape and you can put those in the kind of by the shoulder, so it will give it the illusion that you don't have the cape, obviously. Then we have a bunch of hands, actually only 4. So let me show you these two, very nicely sculpted. I really like the sculpting, the paint application, the weathering does look nice. I really like how this was made. All right guys, so now let's take a closer look at the figure. And here we have Mysterio guys, and I like the overall look of this figure. Now let me get my tape and see how tall this figure actually is. And this is about 12.25 inches tall, about maybe 25 centimeters, so not bad. Now taking a closer look at the figure itself, guys, this dome looks awesome. The effect inside is very nicely done. I have mixed feelings about it just because of this gap in the middle. You can see that that's how this thing was made. I don't know if that's the best option, but I guess it is what it is. They needed to put the smoke effect inside the dome, so I can understand the compromises here. The paint application is actually very nicely done, and one good thing about this is that it is a light up feature, so you can put batteries, light it up, which I'm gonna show you in just a second. This is the front. Now let me remove this if I can't, because it's a bit tricky. So you need to push it down and up, and then you can remove it like so. Let me see if I can do it. There we go. It's almost out. There we go. Okay, so this is it. So this is the light up feature. This is where you can put the batteries, and of course you can light it up. So you can turn this on if you kind of have no nails. So all right, so you turn it on, and then you're gonna put this in again, same way you take it out, same way you put it on. All right, so now let me put this on and turn off my light, so you can see how bright this thing actually is. And I think it is actually pretty bright. As you can see here, it does look nice. The effect inside the dome is beautiful. I like the effect. I'm still, you know, not 100% of the edges, like how this thing was made, the two pieces combined for the dome. I would prefer to be just one solid piece, but again, I can understand the compromise because they needed to put the effect inside, which is plastic as well, right? But the paint application, very nicely done, can't complain. Now let me remove this and turn this off because I don't want to run out of batteries. And just be careful when you take this out, because you know the way this is designed, it might damage the suit, so just be very careful when you remove it or put it back on, right? Just be careful. Now moving on to the figure, you can see a bunch of details going on. I love the design, the cape. You can see the chest piece here, the eyes, very nicely painted, kind of like a golden with some magenta color. Then we have this the gauntlet, very nicely done as well. This is the other side, kind of like Egyptian type, I don't know, if you ask me, you know, design. This is the arm, which is kind of like a weird rubber material. I don't think it's leather, but you know, you can actually do some articulation with this, which I'm going to show you later. But I don't know, I'm just kind of concerned about the material. It may deteriorate if you do some crazy poses. Now I know I have those little black covers there just because, you know, I don't want to screw my figure. But this is the bottom of the feet. You can see the details there. This is the side, very nicely painted. I kind of like the weathering on the boot. Seems to be like a material, but it's actually plastic. The way it was painted is actually pretty good. This is the back of the figure. Underneath the cape, you can see more details going on with some kind of like a red magenta color with some golden and green. And then this is the cape, which I really like as well. You can see a lot of patterns going on in the back. It is wired, only the bottom part are wired, so if you are expecting to do some crazy poses with the cape, it might be that hard to do because again, only the bottom is wired. But you can, if you're good, maybe you can add wires on the side, and maybe you can do those awesome flying shapes. But that's basically it for this. Now let's do some articulation, shall we? So for the head, because of this, there's limited. You can move it up and down and to the sides just that much. You can lift the arm for about this much. You have some swivel here on the biceps. You can lift the arm about this much and back for about this much. Just be careful because of the material, you don't want to break it. But other than that, it's actually pretty good. You can bend the elbows for about this much, and again, just be careful with the material and the classic peg articulation on the hand. All right, so now for the torso, because this is one solid piece, you don't have up crunch, but you have a decent swivel, actually not that bad. Now for the legs, you can split it for about this much, but just be very careful with these gaps because you might damage the suit. You have some swivel on the thighs. You can bend the knee for about this much, double joint, so that's actually pretty good. I will ask you to be cautious when you do this. Then you can move the feet up and down and to the sides with a nice peg articulation. All right, guys, so now I'm going to show you the Headsculpt with the glasses. And here we have the Headsculpt of Mysterio, and again, it does look awesome with the whole body. I think this is a very good addition to this figure. Now you can see the sides and of course the front, very nicely sculpted. Now this is the top. Now I'm gonna show you guys the glasses, and Edith actually. And this one is from the Spider-Man upgraded suit. So this is metal, so just be very careful when you put it on, because you don't want to scratch the figure. So you just need to open it like so and then slowly put it on the side, because again, you don't want to damage your figure. And I have to tell you guys, with these glasses, he looks amazing. It does look awesome. Definitely an improvement. Now the question is whether Hot Toys should include the glasses. Well, maybe. Alright guys, doing some comparison here. We have Mysterio next to the Night Monkey, and obviously they look awesome together. I kind of like this line, to be honest with you. For the next one, I have to include the one and only homemade Spider-Man, and of course the red and the blue pops up next to Mysterio. Very cool figures if you ask me. And of course, last but not least, I have to include a Spider-Man upgraded suit, and obviously they look awesome together. Alright guys, enough with the comparison. Now let's do some poses. Alright guys, my final thoughts about this figure is obviously very positive. Starting with the likeness, I think this is a really good representation of Mysterio, especially the Headsculpt. Yes, the Headsculpt. Very nicely done. I think the overall look of this figure, the cape, the accessories, the armor looks awesome. Now talking about the accessories, this figure comes with the right amount of accessories. I don't think we have a lot. I don't think we have a few. I think it is a really good amount. Now one thing I like about this figure is the articulation. You can definitely do some really nice poses, but just be careful when you do some dynamic poses, just so you don't damage the suit. And because of that, my final score is 9 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook group Headsculpt Media for anything related One Headsculpt figures, both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these two cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.